Hey, welcome along. I'm all about sharing insights and what I've been learning about poker, and what I've been getting really good at recently is payoff wizardry. So the aim of this video is to help you become a figurative Harry Potter of poker. Now, like all good poker coaches, I will make clear exactly what it is that we're aspiring to become and incorporate into our game. To be a payoff wizard, you need to get ready to hero call villains, preferably on the river because that's cooler, when they might have a marginal hand, but to be a payoff wizard, you need to run into the top of their range. You need to pay them off. Alakazam. There's a big warning, because while being a payoff wizard is super cool, there's a fine line between being a payoff wizard and a fish. And apparently, being a fish when it comes to poker is bad. But who could argue that being like that wizard isn't cool indeed? Let's have a look at some example hands. Brought to you through the power of the Hold'em Manager 2 replayer, which means it'll probably be clunky. But we have pocket nines and Siva says they make the most sets, so let's see if they do. I've gone for 2NL because villains make it really clear when they've got a good hand and raise it, so it's far easier to be a payoff wizard at 2NL. Ooh, blind on blind. Raise up those pocket nines because they're bound to hit a set. Ugh. He didn't. I'm betting for value though because Giom95 does not have a queen. Ooh, might have a queen. It doesn't matter that he's got a queen. I've hit a set of nines. Siva is correct. He checks, I'm betting for value. Oh no, he's raising. He could have 10 jack or could have picked up a flush draw. Or he could just have 2 pair, or he could really like his queen. So I'm going to be calling here. I can feel a little bit of magic coming already. That's a pretty horrible card if he picked up a draw on the turn. He puts in a really chunky bet. It looks like he has a flush, or that ace helped him. Maybe he has ace queen and he really likes it. I think this is a good candidate for payoff wizardry. Ah, yep. Hocus pocus. Next hand. Ace king, another good hand. What? This is 2NL. I can't even count how many big blinds that is. It's like 174, 5 big blinds. And I've got ace king. Apparently that's a good hand. It's like the best drawing hand. His name is Core Maniac. That probably means that he is a maniac. Also, why would you do this with aces or kings? He could be doing it with ace queen suited. Therefore, I think this is a perfectly good candidate for a bit of payoff wizardry. Oh, that's an awesome flop if he does have queens. That's not such a good oh, if he has a spade. Oh yeah, he was shoving over 150 big blinds with aces. I kind of magically paid him off. Abracadabra. King 10, that's not such a good hand. But I'm going to punish Mika forever for limping. Of course he calls, because this is 2NL. Awesome, top pair. What? Donk bets are what donkeys do, so I'm obviously going to be calling this. He probably has a 2 or something. Oh no, this is not looking good. We might actually have something decent. He could well have a set of 4s or a set of 2s. He could have Jack 10 or 10-9 or really like 3-5. No, now 10-9's beating me. No, and he shoves it all in. This really should be a fold. Really, really should be. Unless he's bluffing with 3-5 or he has Queen 10. Payoff wizardry. Oh, no. Ah. Aye, aye. We're getting the idea now. Pocket twos. That's not a good flop. Oh, that is a good turn. Good turn to raise. Villain calls. He obviously likes something that's going on here. Why wouldn't he have... Could easily have a king, could have a draw, could have some spades. That's a spade. He checks though, he does not have a spade. Value bet. Small value bet for some reason. A small value bet, and here the villain raises. That really looks like something better than a set of twos. A set of twos is an excellent candidate for payoff wizardry. That's high level paying off when you've got a set. Yeah. Hocus pocus. Jack 8 suited, nothing can go wrong here. Just call and see what happens. Excellent straight draw and tons of worry. But it's checked round. Oh, straight. Bet out. Get raised, that does not look so good. You know, full houses, bigger straights, that kind of thing. But my hand is well disguised. So I call. I'm going to check, hope for a small bet. That's not a small bet, that's a chunky bet. Let's pay off his full house. Paying off full houses is good payoff wizardry. Yeah, he had better straight. Is he wizzy? Let's get busy. So as you can probably see, I'm pretty good at this payoff wizardry. It's a lonely endeavour and it costs quite a lot of money. So I've been interested to seek people who are also very good at payoff wizardry themselves. So I've been doing that by giving villains the chance to show themselves as worthy payoff wizards. To join my crew of wizards, we might even go to some kind of boarding school like Hogwarts. Straight draw, lead out like that. It's 2NL, so they'll just call with their ace, which he does. That's nutty. Nice chunky bet. Villain calls, consistent with his ace. That's not the best card in the world, even though we still have the nuts. If he has a decent ace like ace 10, he's probably not going to be a payoff wizard. Ace 5 is probably the best that we can hope for, or a nice low ace, so a nice 2 pair. Because I'm looking for payoff wizards, I 2 times pot it, see if we can get paid off, and Bedo 9 calls with ace 9. Bedo 9 is going on the list. Good work, you have qualified. Ooh, fish hooks. This is bound to go wrong. Yep. It's not the nuts. Somebody slow playing queens is probably well ahead and might well lead out this flop. It's already looking dangerous, so I'm just going to call. Now I have a better hand. such a chunky bet again. It really is like they slow played pocket queens. So I'm looking for wizards. So I'm just calling and hoping that this kind of thing happens. He sensibly checked back his queens, realising that it is not the nuts. So I'm going to set him all in and hope to get paid off. I don't think you can really get away from pocket queens here, or any kind of fool. Queen 6. Yeah. Oh, that is magic. Hey presto. Pocket 5s would have been understandable. What's your name? Bar57. Going on the list. Awesome. That's all you need to do. Make a decent hand. Let the villain tell you that they have a much better hand. Think about what they could possibly have, and then pay off the top of their range. That qualifies you as a payoff wizard, and you could join my list. If you think you've got what it takes, do get in touch. Make a comment. I'm looking for payoff wizards because I'm starting to get quite fond of them. Particularly Arbart. He's a good one. He's got what it takes. Until next time, this has been me.